From the studios of Anderson Hall, this is the Corn Boys Podcast. Now here are your hosts, Nathan, Max, and Caleb. I just figured we'd use this for our intro clip. Us just kind of sitting here. We roll a little. We don't even roll any music before. We're just sitting here in silence. I think that'd be good, right, guys?
Yeah, if you think so.
Whatever, dude.
I feel like that's going to be a lot of what this episode number 9 is going to be. Welcome back to the Corn Boys Podcast. We're here, Anderson Hall, 313, the Epic Studio with lots of colors.
Very nice.
It's a very nice place. And going to be honest with you guys, we don't got a lot planned.
No.
We're in a bad part of the season. There's just nothing there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That sums up where we're at right now. Husker spring game happened last week. I was disappointed. We're going to get more on that here later. It was not. Yeah.
Not great. Not great.
I'm sure we can all pull out a list of issues with it. And then the NBA playoffs coming up because everyone loves the NBA.
I like the NBA personally. Wow, that sounded loud.
I think Let me turn you down a bit.
Yeah.
Now that we're actually talking here.
Yeah.
I think the NBA is all right. I just, at times, they kind of score at will. Obviously, I know that they're getting paid millions of dollars to do what they do.
Millions of dollars.
So they better be good at it.
Playoffs are too long.
Yeah.
They need to be shrunk. But we'll get more into that later.
What else? Lakers coach got fired, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Well,
I called that halfway through the season. The Lakers were just way too old.
Too old?
Yes. Their collective age was like 33 and a half years old. That's
they're
ancient.
They're very old.
Yeah.
But.
You know, one of the most successful players in sports is an old man named Tom Brady.
Oh, that kid's a bum.
Dude, I saw Tom Brady hooping it up with his kid. His kid's in like high school.
And he beat him. And Brady beat him.
Yeah, like, dude.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my father was a athlete, like, the competition would be real.
Oh yeah.
It'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hopping in.
All right. Let's do it.
Let's not even take a break. Let's just pretend the intro already happened and then it just opens on silence.
Roll the intro.
Yeah, we're not rolling the intro today, Max. We are. I don't know why it's so weird.
We just got nothing, honestly.
Yeah.
It's
also normally we record at like 6:30.
It's 4:30.
It's 4:30, and
like,
here's the reason.
It's so early.
Because it's Easter weekend.
Yeah.
And my family celebrates Easter with big shindigs. Just family gatherings. They're not too giant.
Yeah.
But it's a good time, and I want to get the pod done before I leave Friday.
Smart.
So that I can actually spend time with family when I'm there. And
weirdo.
I know.
Spending time with family.
I know.
Just kidding, Mom and Dad, I love you.
Dude, I was actually looking through our analytics one time, and it can break down by city what percentage of our listeners listen on Spotify.
I'm curious if you ever pull that up again, maybe sometime during today's episode. I'd love to hear actually the location.
Maybe that's something we could. That's some content right there.
Anyways, before we get into a whole lot of Nebraska stuff, we're not going to talk about it much today. Softball is still winning a lot, basically, and the baseball team still sucks. No offense. I mean, I think I heard they were beating Creighton last night when time of recording, but it got postponed because of a tornado here in Lincoln. But before that, they're on a 4-game losing streak. They're kind of sucking. Nothing's really changed. Big weekend coming up though. BYU 4 games. GBR.
By the way, you mentioned that tornado. Sorry to interject. That was the lamest tornado I've ever seen.
It was boring.
It was just a bunch of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like I was walking out there like tornado scout, and like I was in the university suite, so I'm moving over to like Knoll to see from the side. They're like, it's at the Lincoln Airport.
No, there wasn't.
And then afterwards, they're like, oh yeah, the tornado touched down in Waverly. I'm like, that's the opposite.
That's northeast.
That's past us already. I'm like, I was like, yeah.
Lame.
Yeah, it was lame. I mean, like I said, I had to drive through it. I mean, there was nothing bad. I didn't even get rained on until like almost to Lincoln, so it was all right.
Yeah.
But like we said about the teams, we're not going to really keep harping on it, but same narrative every week.
Next week,
they
maybe
gotta
it'll be
learn.
different. Maybe next week will be different. Maybe the softball team will be ranked next week, and maybe the baseball team can, I don't know, somehow manage to get a winning record at the end of the year.
So you think
12 and 18.
if we just stop talking about them?
Yeah, that might be it. Well, but
Right.
maybe we should keep talking about softball, but not baseball.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like the same narrative every week. We come in, we talk, we praise the girls, we bash on the guys, and nothing seems to
It
get
gets
to them.
boring, doesn't it?
Yeah,
As Scott Frost once said, it's like we're watching the same movie every week.
it literally
And
is.
it really is right now
Yeah.
with Nebraska sports, but
Any of y'all got family in Virginia?
Nope.
can't say I do.
23% of our listening base is out of Virginia.
What?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Washington, Virginia.
Shout out to Washington, Virginia.
If you're listening, I think that had to do when we paid for a subscription and it just got everyone. Because, like, Indiana's on there, South Dakota, Washington, Georgia, Minnesota, Iowa, Alabama, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, North Dakota.
Not Nebraska at all?
No, Nebraska's the top at 60%. And then you go and you look, Lincoln's 29%, so that's our area. So
Yep.
that'd be like me listening to it.
And me.
And me.
Omaha, 27%.
I don't know anyone.
I don't know anybody in Omaha
That's
either.
pretty
But
cool.
see, it doesn't it does mention Ashland at 1% at the very bottom of the list.
What about Beatrice? Does it match Beatrice?
Beatrice is in third, 9%.
Oh, go on, Beatrice.
Max is bringing in the listeners.
Go on, then.
Come on,
What?
Caleb.
Shout
What
out
is
to you
going
guys.
on? Okay,
Bring on the Beatrice glory.
my bad.
I also feel though like Omaha and Lincoln might encompass part of Ashland and Greenwood, depending on. So here's what I
No.
listen. Here's what I do know is that a lot of location data is based off what cell tower you connect to. When I speed test my phone on my mobile data connection, it says I am in Omaha, Nebraska.
From Sutton or from here.
No, in Lincoln, actually.
Oh.
It says I'm in Omaha, Nebraska.
That might make sense then.
So that's what I'm saying. Seward's at 7%.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hastings 6%. That's my area.
Yeah, Hastings would
Yeah.
be your area.
I'm not really doing a whole lot.
Not Beatrice, though.
Wahoo at 4%.
Wahoo.
I don't know.
Don't make fun of them.
I'm not making fun. I'm just like, who? For those of you that are watching, let us know. Are you from Wahoo? And if so, why?
But see, these numbers are for like Anchor and Spotify.
Not
Oh,
YouTube. Well, the YouTube doesn't get many views anyway.
Well, we're working on that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what if we tricked people, started posting them on my personal channel
No one would
with
watch.
about 80 subscribers?
That'll
That'll at least get people looking.
and we're on 10 on the YouTube.
Clickbait.
Yeah, clickbait. I could put my Farm Sim logo because I know some people who love to listen to Farm Sim. Dude, you know what would work if I was still in high school at Sutton and I was promoting it to, like, we have a bunch of junior high kids.
Oh, they
It
love
just
it.
like as soon as they heard that I was doing Farm Sim on my YouTube channel, like, In Zone Gaming, you're doing Farm Sim. I'm like, yep. And like, we're gonna watch. And that's how I got like 80 subscribers. I just got a bunch of junior high kids to rally.
Middle schooler.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got stupid.
We gotta
that
go on a
low.
school tour.
No.
Yeah, we should
No.
speak in front of each of our 3 schools.
Beatrice would
What?
never let me do that.
I bet Sutton
Ashland would be like,
Oh, Sutton
bruh.
would. Sutton definitely
They
would.
kind of, yeah, I'm kind of a,
Big deal.
well, let's just say they're excited that I'm going back.
Speaking of excitement, boys, this past weekend, Husker spring game.
Yeah.
Positive?
So
Anyone?
much excitement. Positives. We got to see tackle football in the second half. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I
will
was
say,
kind of
but
hyped. They started tackling. I was like, let's go. This is why I'm here.
Guys, I didn't watch it very much. I didn't go. But the one thing I want to say is special teams still didn't change. A missed field goal and a 14-yard punt. I know there was a 62. There was a 62-yarder.
Hang on. I have a theory. He shanked 2 punts back to back. He had 2 good ones, 2 deep ones.
Uh-huh.
The one even into the wind, which was amazing. His next punt went to the left,
Mhm.
shy. I think it was shy of the 50-yard line. And then his next one went to the left, shy of the 50-yard line. I think it was planned. It was an accuracy kick because based on the rules, so the defense got extra points if they stopped them. If they stopped them on 3rd down,
Yeah.
and if they didn't make it to the 50-yard line. So I'm thinking Scott Frost is over here having the defense rack up points to kind of get the offense going. I'm serious.
So you're trying to get it so that the offense is more excited and trying to rally back.
Yeah,
and win.
because no way is the offense going to let the defense blow them out of the water.
Yeah.
They're actually going to try. So then Frost is like, special teams, you don't really win because you're not offense or defense. Just shank a couple. We'll work on precision punting. Because what happens, let's say he was at the 30-yard line, kicking it to the 50. What if our field goal kickers are terrible enough that we're on the 30-yard line, we're not kicking a field goal, we're going to punt it down into the corner. We're going to coffin corner punt it.
That's a good point.
You got to be good at it.
Yeah.
Because even my roommate who's standing next to me, he's like, shout out John Sheridan. I don't think he listens, but he should.
No free shout out.
I'll tell him none at all. He was like, when you look at the punter, he was aiming towards the left. His entire body was moved left. I think it was planned.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah, I think overall it will get better. I think Bill Bush will get us in the right direction for special teams. Obviously, like we said, still miscues. It's practice. They still got time, but hopefully they can clean it up.
They need a kicker. I mean, I'm available.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
55 yards. Go to the rec.
Yeah.
No one's going to go watch me kick a field goal.
The punter, though, is a beefy boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
he
built.
looks
He's
stocky,
stocky.
yeah.
I saw him. I was like, is that? Yeah, it is. Okay.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, yeah, like we said, like I told you when we were talking about the tweet, it was really hard to get a read on everybody because makeshift offensive line, obviously without Teddy Petroska, and I don't know who else was out on the offensive line. I think
who was at left tackle?
Dude, he couldn't block the air.
No! Yeah, we're still rolling, Max. We're good.
Mine was blinking for a second, but it's good still.
Okay.
Like, for real. Garrett Nelson,
he made him
he
look.
had a day.
I literally wrote this down in my notes as I was watching. I was going to send it to the group chat, but I figured I'd wait for the pod.
Yeah.
I said, dude, as I was watching us run option play after option play, there was one, you said it was Garrett Nelson on the backside that kept getting past left tackle?
Yeah.
He got past there once. I saw that, and I'm like, dude, watch this. The next time we run an option play, I swear, if the backside guy makes the tackle, part of the reason you run an option is to be able to leave someone on the backside unblocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you leave someone to read, but you can also leave someone on the backside because they shouldn't be able to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, Garrett Nelson having himself a day. That was cool. Hopefully, that's not just because we are not the greatest at offensive line.
I'm going to make a bold claim now about Garrett Nelson. I think he's a future first-round NFL draft pick.
I think that he's very good. I don't know if he's first round good, but the linebacking crew will be good.
Is he a sophomore or junior now? Going to be like in the fall?
Great question.
With everyone's COVID years and red shirts,
I think he'd be a junior, but
I would just
give him
about to say
2
that.
years, dude. He's going to be in the NFL easily, if not a first.
How's our defensive coaching staff? Is it pretty high ranking? Like good
Yeah.
guys?
It's
Okay.
good.
Well, they look at our games this past year and just look at what happened. I mean,
Yeah.
defense kept us in the game every game.
The linebacker crew is going to be good. And everybody's back except, Jojo Doman. You got to fill that spot. But, the rest are back. You got your middle linebackers. You're good. You just need to find one outside linebacker that can set the edge.
Yeah.
And maybe, guard a running back out of the backfield.
Right.
You got to be athletic enough to do that.
Yeah.
I think the other thing I saw, like transitioning to like kind of the offensive side,
Mm-hmm.
what I was able to see from Casey Thompson, not a lot. He was out there, 2 series, 3 series?
Four passes he threw.
Four passes?
3 or 4.
You know what his first pass was? The first play.
Hmm.
He threw it to a guy in double coverage on the sideline.
Did he catch it?
The guy caught it
He caught it, yeah.
on the sideline. And I was like, okay, we got ourselves a throwing quarterback here. Not just someone who throwing's his last resort because he doesn't want to run it.
Yeah.
It was a good ball. It was to Nate Borkacher, I believe, for someone that was in a small tight end room because obviously we only had like 3 available because the rest are all injured. But it was a good ball. We didn't get to really see a lot, like you said. But I think that he has the right mindset and everything. We'll just have to see what happens.
Are you surprised at who got the green jerseys? Obviously, I knew Casey Thompson, yes. I kind of figured that Smothers would because he was the guy that was up next after Martinez didn't play the last game versus Iowa. So he's probably going to get it because they trust him enough to start. The next 3, though, that's a...
I
think Heinrich obviously he's still young,
Mm-hmm.
but he's probably up there. I didn't.
Who got it? Otherwise, was it
Purdy.
Brock,
really?
yeah.
Is it Chuba or Chubba or
Brock? Isn't it?
No,
Is it Chuba?
Brock is
It's
his
Chuba.
brother.
Okay, it's Chuba then.
Chubba? Because
and
the
then
PA guy was saying it differently than I've always said it. But
I think it's Chuba.
okay.
and then there was one other one.
Well, Maskers.
Matt Masker?
Yeah, I think
He
so.
he was fully suited. Red. He was when they started tackling the second half. He was out there with Heinrich. Harburg.
Okay.
Harburg.
Just
was
let him,
his last name.
let him play a little bit, basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He got sacked.
No, of course not.
Actually, didn't Thompson fall down on one? Tripped
Yeah.
over his lineman's foot.
The
It was
left
the left
tackle.
tackle because Garrett Nelson was.
Oh, no. Not again. Okay,
Yeah.
that could be two things. Rather, our left tackle sucks, or Garrett Nelson's just pretty dang good.
Well, I
The
think it's,
issue is you can't tell if Garrett Nelson's good if you don't know how good your linemen are.
Exactly, yeah.
This is the issue.
Uh-huh.
I think Garrett Nelson's very good, but it was also
Yeah, bad lineman.
it was bad lineman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we're only 136 days away from the kickoff of the first game in Ireland.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that pretty crazy to believe?
It's definitely something.
It's close. It's really not that far away. You think about it.
No,
Not at all.
That time will fly. It's like, what, 4.5 months?
Yeah.
It'll be quick.
it's August, right?
August
Yeah.
27th, end of August.
Yeah. Summer doesn't last too long anymore. The older I've gotten, the
faster
shorter
it goes.
summer has been.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No, it's true. It's horrible.
Like my last summer's like this summer will be different for me because I'm not taking any college classes over the summer.
Yeah.
Like the last summer I've had a job, which obviously I'm gonna have again. But then it's been like get home and do college homework, and I had like philosophy class or something like
Ugh.
that. I was like, dude, I'm gonna be a smart man, and I've learned absolutely nothing from
Yeah.
it.
I think I'm taking that in the fall.
Are you?
Yeah. You
It's
got notes
it's
still?
an easy ACE requirement.
Okay,
I
good.
mean, our guy. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. Bear with us. I'll try to keep it as family friendly as possible. For those of you who know the stereotypes, this man was an old man, gray beard, white hair.
Santa.
Yeah, something like that.
Not Santa. Hang on.
Okay.
Who wanted everyone in the class to join him on Facebook Marketplace on this like old car buy, sell, and trade website. And when I looked at all the vans, they're all those like rusty like Sprinter vans, or like those vans that when you're a parent you tell your child to stay away from.
Why?
And he was a former Catholic priest.
But why?
Whoa.
You put those three things together.
What am I missing?
Did you miss the
Come
Catholic
on,
priest
man.
part? Okay, that's fine. If you're missing it, that means the younger people are missing it, so that's okay.
I'm dumb.
Continue.
No, we will not continue.
No,
Because
We're continuing
No, we're
on.
good. But yeah, Husker spring game.
it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it just the music wasn't even loud. Like I get it, you want to hear on the field, but like so as a guy specializing in broadcast and in-house entertainment, they only had the music playing on the speakers they drag on the field, not over the entire PA system. So like people in the crowd couldn't even jam out. It would have been easier for the players to hear if they didn't have the music going on the field and if they had it going on the up top.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But they did a cool thing with all the flags.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
What they do?
They had a bunch of people. I forget who they were with, but it's because of the fires. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a bunch of people with flags, who I think must be part of the volunteer. I'm gonna get this so wrong, so don't take my word for it. But they were some type, and they just had a bunch of American flags along each of the sidelines, and then they had like all your branches of military in the middle with an American flag. And
That's cool.
they had like a barbershop like
Quartet.
men's, not a quartet.
For the national anthem?
It was a men's group. A lot of older men who in the black pants, white shirt. and
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool.
It was solid, yeah.
There was no flyover, but hey,
No.
what are you gonna do? It's a spring game. They did let us release balloons though,
I did see that. Yeah.
so that's still a thing. And shooters were still getting thrown in the student section.
Left and right.
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed
Nothing.
except I'm a little surprised they didn't start allowing the alcohol yet, because some guy
They
was
won't.
telling my roommate's dad that baseball is doing it here later in April.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's going to get passed.
that April's doing it here later. Like the concession
Wow.
guys were talking about it.
Huh.
And then, so he's like, well, why don't they just do it for football? I'm like, well, it's Nebraska football. Let's just wait till the regular season when people actually need to do it during the game.
It's not going to be safe in the student
no,
section.
it's not.
You already have angry Nebraska fans. Now Nebraska fans.
Angry Nebraska fans and college students.
That's fine.
Oh, no.
Dude, some of the college students behind me have already like pre-gamed like hard, and they're dangerous enough.
Shout out Sutton School.
Yeah. Maybe that's where the Hastings audience came from.
That's probably
because
it, yeah.
Our school gets internet from Hastings.
Yeah.
So if he's on the school Wi-Fi, it just goes Hastings. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. Can you tell I'm like a techie guy? I know all this.
Sure.
Cool. All right. We're actually going to take one break. I hope you guys enjoyed only one break last week too. It's kind of nice. Easier on me. You just cut. You come back. We're not going to take as long of a break last time as we did last time. This time as we did last time. It's only Wednesday, guys.
What?
So last time, remember, we took like a 40-minute break in real life.
We did?
IRL.
Yeah.
Wasn't 40, but it was close.
Oh.
I cut a lot of footage. Yeah, just me and Caleb in here talking. You went somewhere. I don't know where you went.
I went back to my dorm.
Did you?
Yeah, something like that.
No, that was afterwards. Me and Caleb were working on a project afterwards.
Yeah,
I know that.
I went back to my dorm.
No, I'm talking about in that in-between time we took a break. You left the room.
I went to the bathroom.
Bathroom? All right. Well, we won't hold it against you.
Oh.
Everyone's got to be themselves. Break, and we're back after this.
Welcome back. Nathan is quickly taking a drink of his water, but
hydrate or you'll
dehydrate.
Something like that, yeah.
Life advice, dude.
True. So what our basically last topic of the day is the NBA playoffs. Yeah. I know my parents just clicked off the video. They do not like the NBA.
You made that sound so smooth. The last topic of the day is the NBA playoffs is.
Okay. Thanks.
Whoa.
You're welcome. Shots fired from across the table.
Ouch. Anyways, Caleb, what are your thoughts? Give me some.
On the whole thing or the play-in tournament, or what are we going to be talking about?
Let's start with the play-in. Obviously, last night for us, the Timberwolves won over the Clippers, and the Brooklyn Nets beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. So tonight, the games that are happening are the New Orleans Pelicans against the San Antonio Spurs, and that winner will play against the Los Angeles Clippers on Friday. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Hawks will play against the Charlotte Hornets tonight to play against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday.
Yep. So, not really shocked by the results, honestly.
No.
The Nets just, without Kyrie most of the season, because the vaccination rule, you love it, you hate it, it's the rule. Some states are going to have different rules for it.
True.
At the start of the time, New York was one of the states that if you were not vaccinated, you could not play in their arena.
It's true.
And as we all know, Kyrie Irving is not vaccinated. His choice, he can do what he wants.
He also thinks the Earth's flat.
He does think that.
Idiot.
But anyways.
Sorry, Kyrie.
About a month ago, New York lifted the ban on the vaccination rules, so now he's back with the team. He's getting back with the flow, and the Nets are starting to win games, as they should. There's no way they should be the 7th seed.
No. They deserve to be a top 4 seed.
Anyways, so then you switch on to the other side, the Timberwolves. Man, do I
love the Timberwolves.
I love the Timberwolves. They're probably one of my top 5 favorite teams in the NBA. It got so much young talent. You got Karl Anthony Towns, and you got D'Angelo Russell, and you can just go on and on for days.
Anthony Edwards. Malik Beasley.
You can go on for days.
Pat Beverly.
Pat Beverly is not.
Keep going, Max. Keep going. Get the managers.
Young.
Get the managers.
No.
I don't even know.
He's not. Pat Bev is not young, but he is a dog.
Oh, he's a dog.
Do you love him when he's on your team?
Oh,
and
yeah.
You absolutely hate him if he's on the other team.
So I had the fortunate chance the week before spring break, me and a couple of my buddies, we went up and watched the Timberwolves play against the Portland Trailblazers.
Oh, yeah.
I never really had a favorite NBA team. I always said I was like a Sixers fan because my friends always said I played like Joel Embiid. And I'm like, okay, I kind of like it. He's a good player too. Should be the MVP this year, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
But I am now a full Timberwolves fan, I think. The atmosphere there, for not even selling out the full arena, is incredible. And Karl Anthony Towns is a beast. I love what the Timberwolves are doing right now, but they got a hard first draw in the first round, but we'll get to that in a second. So Caleb, who do you think will play the Clippers on Friday night? Will it be the Pelicans or the Spurs?
I mean, you look across the board. I mean, probably got to have one underdog.
Oh, you're going the Spurs.
I am not going the Spurs though.
Not an under. They're the 10.
I know. You think you should go with the underdog here. You got the history's
hang
on there.
Time out. Real quick. You keep saying the Clippers?
Yeah.
That's not who's number 1 on the graph.
They're number 8. It's a weird format.
It's a weird. Yeah.
Oh, so now that Minnesota won, now the Clippers are the number 8.
Oh, well, they'll play against Portland or New Orleans and the Spurs to be the 8 seed.
Yeah, it's a weird format.
So 7 and 8. If you win,
you're the 7.
You're the 7. If you lose, you have to play again
to be the 8.
If you lose, you're out. The 8 seed.
Yep. If you lose, then you're out.
That's new last year. It's so dumb.
That's why I don't watch the NBA.
It's so dumb.
But I think you got to go with the Pelicans. The Pelicans are a young, good team again.
They are. They're very good. They're very young. The only thing would be is if DeJounte Murray can get going for the Spurs. But I like the Pelicans, and I'd also love to see if somehow Zion could get back to play against the Suns somehow, but it's not going to happen, obviously. But I also then would have the Clippers beating the Pelicans in the other playing game. I don't know about you. Yeah. So on the West, we have that all filled out. Suns would play the Clippers, Mavericks against the Jazz, the Golden State Warriors against the Denver Nuggets, and the Memphis Grizzlies against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the West.
Yeah.
Move over to East. Hawks, Hornets.
Again, I think that the Hawks are just too much. I think Trae Young, I hate him as a player.
Me too.
He's a kid just like Pat Bev, but there's a difference between him and Pat Bev. I don't like Trae Young at all, but I just think that they're too good. And Clint Capella, like we were talking about earlier before the podcast, the Hornets big men are terrible.
They're bad. They're quite bad.
They're probably the worst in the NBA. So they get carried by Lonzo. Not Lonzo. LaMelo.
Put some respect on his name.
LaMelo Ball.
First time
my bad.
Our All-Star selection this year.
Was he?
He's an All-Star.
Oh, okay.
They're good, but they don't play a lick of defense.
So you're taking the Hawks.
I am taking the Hawks.
See, this is the only one I'm going to disagree with you on. I am going to take the Charlotte Hornets just because I don't like the Hawks. Sorry, Ty Young. He goes to Georgia. He's from my hometown, but he has been a bandwagon Hawks fan this year now. So I am taking the Charlotte Hornets. And then I would also actually take the Hornets to beat the Cavaliers. Would you have the Hawks or the Cavs?
The Hawks. Like we talked about, Cavs are just not healthy right now. They got a really... Yeah, lots of these teams in the play-in game are on the rise up.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
They're really young.
Cavaliers, they were the 4 seed this year until injuries just took over. Colin Sexton got hurt. Jaren Allen broke his finger. They're just, if they were healthy, they'd be in easily.
Yeah.
But just unfortunate circumstances for them. So Caleb has the Heat against the Hawks in the first round. Meanwhile, I have the Heat against the Hornets. The rest of the bracket would go 76ers against Raptors, Milwaukee Bucks against the Chicago Bulls, and the Boston Celtics against the Brooklyn Nets. So let's start with the West. We both have the Phoenix Suns going against the Los Angeles Clippers, a rematch of last year's Western Conference Final.
Yep.
Who do you got?
I got the Suns. I got them in... Do they play 5?
Best of 7.
Okay. I got them in... I still got them in 5 or 6.
I'm going to go Suns in 4. I think they sweep.
You think so?
I do, just because of how good they have been this year. I think the Suns are legit this year.
I think that they're really good too.
Okay, so we'll move on. We got the Mavericks against... Oh, sorry, Nathan. I totally skipped you. Do you have the Phoenix Suns or the LA Clippers in the first round?
The Suns are the higher seed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to win.
How many? Best of 7, so how many games?
How many games do you think that they'll win?
I think they'll play 5 games.
Okay. They won 4. That's a good prediction, I think.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Next one, we got the Mavs against the Utah Jazz.
The Jazz are so fraudulent.
But Luka is hurt, and there's no guarantees back for the series.
That's what I'm saying. The Jazz are bad, but I think that they'll get through.
You said the Jazz are fraudulent, but then you're like, that's what I'm saying about Doncic being hurt. What?
Yeah, I didn't really get that either.
Okay, so both
explain yourself, please.
Both these teams, I've watched them a few times this year. Luka carries that team. Without him, they win no games.
Okay. They'd be in the play-in, I think, but otherwise, no. Luka is carrying the Mavericks.
The Jazz just got some problems.
Oh yeah,
I think it's chemistry. They just don't mesh well together. But I got the Jazz in 5.
I'm gonna go the Jazz in 7. I think that game goes the whole way. That series goes the whole way. If Luka's back, I think the Mavericks win in 6. But if not, like if he only plays partial, I think that'll cost him. I think the Jazz will win. Mavs, Jazz. Nathan, what do you think?
I'll go Mavs in probably 6.
Mavs, 6?
Yeah.
All right.
Solid. Golden State Warriors against the Denver Nuggets. Probably actually.
How many do you have to win out of 7? 4?
4.
Warriors in 4.
Wow. This is probably actually the most anticipated matchup of the entire season. You got one of the hopefuls for MVP in Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets going up against, who knows if Curry's going to be playing for the Golden State Warriors. We don't know that yet. Clay is there.
Wait, he's out?
No, he's going to play.
But he should play. Clay's playing. Draymond's playing. Wiseman is not back. Unfortunately, he's out for the whole year. But what do you got?
It's going to be a really tough series. I got the Warriors in 7, though. I think that the 3 ball in this day and age, the Warriors have too many. You got Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry.
I didn't even agree with you on Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is probably the most improved player this year in the NBA.
I'm going to say right now, I think Steph Curry getting hurt was the best thing for the Golden State Warriors.
It showed who Jordan Poole was as a player, and he's incredible.
Jordan Poole is a kid that can go out there and get you 20 a night if he has to.
Do you remember when he hit that shot for Michigan against Houston to go to the Final Four or Elite 8, I think?
The Elite 8, I believe.
It's an iconic call by a CBS announcer. He's like, the 3-pointer by Jordan Poole. Look it up. It's great.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm going to match you. I'm going to say Warriors win in 7. I think that one can go either way. If Jokic can put up 35 a game, I can see the Nuggets winning. But with Steph and Clay being potentially full force in the playoffs, Golden State in 7.
I think, like you said.
How does it get down to 7, though?
Because the Nuggets are a good team.
The Nuggets do have good.
But they're kind of like the Mavs. They're getting carried by one player. Mainly.
Jokic is going to get double teamed the whole time, but he's still going to get his points.
Because there's no really really good big guys on the Warriors. They got Kevin Looney, but he's not all-star caliber.
Not very good.
And you said Warriors in 4, correct?
I'm going to change it to Warriors in 5.
Okay, give him a game.
You give him a game, yeah.
Whoever the Nuggets guy is, he'll have one really good game, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not even going to put respect on his name.
Now, Caleb, this is one of my favorite matchups of the whole series. Memphis Grizzlies against the Minnesota Timberwolves, a 2-7 matchup.
Yeah.
What do you think?
We haven't seen Ja for a while.
We have
for the Cavs. I meant not for the Cavs. What
are
am I
you
even
talking
saying
about?
today? I can't even speak.
Can I trust any of your information that you're giving me to make my choice?
Mine's right. It's okay.
Okay. Good.
He hasn't played for a long time, but they got a good team.
Yeah.
I mean,
they got a good team.
The narrative is the same. It seems like young teams are on the rise up.
They are.
And the Grizzlies are one of the young teams. I don't know. I think that the Grizzlies win, but it'll have to be in 6 or 7.
Okay. You give your take first on this one, then I'll give you mine. It's the Timberwolves and Grizzlies.
I see it.
Just making sure you see
Bottom left, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking.
You got Ja Morant. Everyone thought he could be a potential MVP going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
He's not that great in 2K, so I'm thinking...
that is true. He's actually not that good in 2K. I don't know if you ever played. He can dunk, but that's about it. He can't really shoot very well.
I mean, when my little brother uses him, apparently he's amazing against me, but when I use him, I'm like, I can't... I get Curry, when I get the main 3 of the Warriors, and I'm just...
Yeah, you just shoot threes all the time. Yeah.
Timberwolves in 7.
Bold take.
I like it. I'm going the Minnesota Timberwolves in 6.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm giving them a little wiggle room.
There's a good battle here. Steven Adams against Karl Anthony Towns. I think that's the matchup to watch in the whole series. I don't think Steven Adams gives him enough leadership, if you know what I mean. I think Cat is the leader of this team. He's only one on the team with real playoff experience. Pat Bev's there, but Pat Bev. I think if D'Angelo Russell could put up 20 points a game, if Anthony Edwards could put up 20 points a game, and Cat can consistently put up 20 points a game, I think the Timberwolves advance, and I think they beat them in 6.
I don't really hate it. I don't. They're one of the teams. I know you guys don't watch baseball, but I mean,
Rude.
I mean, you don't.
I do.
Do you watch Major League Baseball?
Yeah. That's what I've been watching lately.
Okay. I think that the Memphis Grizzlies are the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yep.
That's
a great comparison. Actually, it is.
They're so good in the regular season.
And then the playoffs come.
And they just don't have a star, someone that can get them over it.
Jaw doesn't have that playoff experience yet. That's the only thing.
He's just so young, and being injured scares me a little bit.
Give that team 5 years, they could be a 1 seed in the West. I think easily, because their young talent is unmatched. But I'm going Timberwolves in 7 or 6. I said 6.
Okay. Hey, I just looked up Steven Adams. He is the guy with the hair slicked back.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Jason Momoa in a movie.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
He plays Aquaman in the DC comics. Yeah. He's in other movies.
But I don't know. I think the Timberwolves got this one. I really do. But
it'll be a good series.
I might eat my own words with the Grizzlies. Let's go to the East for the first round.
Okay.
Miami Heat against rather the Hawks or the Hornets, we're saying. Nate, who did you think, by the way, would be that 8 seed? Do you think it's the Hawks, Hornets, or Cleveland Cavaliers?
I don't like the Cavs.
Okay.
Who do the Hawks have? They have
Trae Young. Yeah.
I'd probably have to give it to the Hawks.
Okay.
I don't know enough about those teams.
So that 1-8 matchup. Caleb, go ahead. Let's hear your take.
Heat in 5. I just think way too much talent. I think and this will be my take right now, if Jimmy Butler doesn't carry them to the conference championship or the NBA championship, he is out of Miami.
That's a good take.
I just don't see it. He's got to win. Yeah. He's got to be that guy, and he carried them in the bubble, but the bubble, everyone is like, it's the Mickey Mouse championship, which it was. No fans. You're kind of there, but no. I don't think that they're very good.
I'm going to match you with the Heat in 5. I don't care if it's the Hawks, the Hornets, or the Cavs. I think the Heat are too dominant. They have too much depth. Tyler Hero is probably the 6th man of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I'm going Heat in 5. Nate?
Sure. Did you both say Heat in 5?
Yeah.
I'll join in.
Heat in 5.
All right, Heat in 5 it is.
Sixers, Raptors.
Wait.
Oh.
Sixers in 5.
Okay.
James Harden.
I like it.
He's my dude. He's lefty too.
I'll let Caleb talk in a sec, but I'm gonna say Sixers sweep in 4.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay.
And my reason is because Joel Embiid is going up against who in the post? Exactly.
Pascal
Siakam is there, and they're going to double him, but that leaves Harden open. That leaves Tyrese Maxey open. The Sixers are good, and I think they can beat the Raptors in 4.
Okay, then I'm not saying that the 76ers will lose this series. They will win.
Yes.
But Toronto is a city that has the vaccination rule. You have to be vaccinated. And that means that there's 2 players on the 76ers that can't play.
Oh, I'm curious. I don't even know who.
Matisse Thybulle.
Oh, really?
He didn't get the vaccination because he believes that according to his preferences or whatever, he didn't get it.
Wow.
And there's another player that they won't name. If they won't name him,
it's James Harden.
It's a little scary. It's not James Harden because he could play when he was with Brooklyn at the start of the year.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not Joel Embiid because Joel Embiid played in Brooklyn.
I think it's gotta be Tyrese Maxey,
which would be huge.
That's huge
for those games in Toronto. It's huge.
That's what I'm saying.
But the Sixers have 4 games at home,
that's what I'm saying. I still think the 76ers get it done, but I think it's in 6.
This is one of the most predicted upsets, though, by the way.
Yeah.
Besides the one we'll get to later, which I think everyone's almost picking. We already all gave our predictions. What did you say after this one anyway? We didn't get to
76ers in 6.
Okay, good.
6. Gotcha.
We'll move on. Milwaukee Bucks against the Chicago Bulls.
Sweep.
One of the greatest franchises of all time, the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all going to agree. I'll agree with Caleb. It's a sweep for Milwaukee.
It's a sweep for Milwaukee. The Bulls they got talent.
But their injuries have killed them again.
And injuries have killed them, and they're 0-18, 0-17 against top teams in the East. They can't win.
They've played Milwaukee 4 times this year. They've lost every time.
By how much?
I know at least 2 of them were big blowouts.
Yeah,
and I think those were both in Chicago.
Milwaukee has Giannis?
Giannis.
Okay, yeah. I'll go in 4. They'll sweep. Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think
that's a quick one. All right. Now probably one of the toughest ones to pick out of all of them, except for maybe Golden State and Denver. You have the Boston Celtics, one of the greatest franchises in all of basketball history, going up against Kevin Durant Kyrie Irving, and probably Ben Simmons in the Brooklyn Nets. Caleb, give me some.
I'm going to go against the script because I already know where you guys are going with this one. I'm going with the Celtics.
In?
I got them in 7. It will take the whole series.
Nate?
By the way, Caleb, there is no script to go against.
Well, the seeding rankings.
Oh, Max literally threw this into the, like, dude, if you're going to ask me about something that I don't watch,
No.
give me some time
the
to, like...
theoretical script of the 2 seed beating the 7 seed. And everyone's picking the 7 seed right now. Nate, who do you got in this one? Because the Brooklyn Nets are just the greatest 7 seed ever.
They're very good.
Are they on a roll?
Well, injuries have hurt them, and Kyrie is now playing at home.
Yeah, and Kyrie's playing. You got Kyrie, Seth Curry, and KD.
The only thing that they don't necessarily have great is depth, but I think they'll be fine.
Let's go... What'd you say? Celtics in 7?
I said Celtics in 7.
What if I go Nets in 7? I'll make it longin'.
I'm going Celtics in 7.
Okay.
I think they're on just a roll right now. It's weird. The only thing that scares me with the Celtics, their big guy's hurt.
No Robert Williams.
He's out hurt.
It's scary.
ACL tear, right? Is that right?
It was a meniscus injury. But they're hopeful. It's not looking great. But
He's out for the year. I think I saw something. He's out for the year. But I'm going Celtics in 7. I think that they, in Boston, that place is a tough place to play.
Yeah. I was surprised. I really thought that both of you would go against me.
4 games in the Garden. If Brooklyn somehow wins all at home, which I don't think they're going to do, that would mean that Boston has to win every home game. Yeah. I still think they could do it anyway. I really do.
I just think that I think that the Celtics offense is just too much for the Brooklyn defense. The Brooklyn defense is top 5 worst in the NBA.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
They're bad. Who's going to guard Jason Tatum? Is it going to be KD probably?
It's KD or Ben Simmons.
If Ben Simmons is in.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he'll play. I think he's going to be in this.
I think he'll play, but I don't think that he's going to play until later in the series.
Okay. We got Celtics. You got the Nets. Second round of the NBA playoff. We got Suns against the Mavericks or Jazz. You have the Mavs. We have the Jazz, right?
I have the Jazz.
I have the Jazz. What do you got, Mr. Mavs boy?
For who?
The
Mavs
Suns
or
and the
Suns?
Mavs.
Top left.
Oh, Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix.
In?
5.
Yeah.
I'm backing that exactly. I think 5.
Yeah, no, I feel it doesn't matter who it is, the Jazz or the Mavs.
It's going to be
it'll be a quick series.
Quick series.
How did I... Okay.
Good
Congratulations to me. Have you ever seen that video by Studio C where they're playing poker?
Mm-mm.
No.
You ever seen any Studio C videos?
I have seen some.
Okay, well, the one they're like, there's this guy that doesn't know how to play poker, and he's like, all in?
Yeah, and that's you right
That's
now.
me right now. I'm just like, I don't, whatever.
All right, other semifinal. We got Golden State Warriors or the Brooklyn Nets. Or not Brooklyn Nets, what? Denver Nuggets against the Memphis Grizzlies or the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I went Warriors.
You went Warriors, and so did I.
We all went Warriors. So it's Warriors versus...
I said the Timberwolves. You guys said the Grizzlies.
I said the Grizzlies.
You said the Grizzlies.
I thought I said Timberwolves.
Oh, you did because you didn't like Jaw. Yeah.
All the way out in 7.
Yeah.
But you can't stop the Warriors.
No, Golden State wins this one.
Yeah, it's the narrative.
I'm going to go Golden State in 6.
I'll also back Golden State in 6.
I was going to go 5.
Okay.
I think,
Okay.
yeah, it'll
that's fair.
just be,
That's fair.
you know.
You know, let's round out the West. We got Golden State going up against Phoenix to go to the NBA Finals.
This is going to be a battle.
7 games, I think, easily.
Yeah.
I have Golden in 7. On experience alone, and just Curry is clutch.
No, he's not in the playoffs. But I'm also going Golden State in 7. I think the magical run for Phoenix ends now. I think Golden State will make it to the NBA Finals.
Wow. I gotta take the Suns.
In
7.
In 7. Okay.
It's got to be 7. I just think Chris Paul.
Sorry, a bomb just went off outside.
You can't say that.
I was kidding. Okay.
Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges.
It's a good team.
It's a good team, and I think that they have the coach of the year.
I don't think they've had any very many injuries yet. I think one's going to come. I think it's due. Honestly, for the Suns team, it's due. It's going to be Booker, it's going to be Paul, or it's going to be Ayton. One of those 3 is going to get hurt.
I think that it's going to be a great series, though.
Oh, I think that could be one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the East. Miami Heat against, we all had the Sixers, I believe.
Yep.
Sixers in 6.
I don't like this Heat team at all. I think that they're good.
Their team chemistry is kind of bad. We saw that bench reaction against, I don't remember who it was against, but they all were flaming each other on the bench, and Spoelstra was cussing them out. It was not pretty, but I got Sixers in 6.
This one also gives me the narrative of the Rays. I just don't like the Heat at all.
Yep.
They got some good kids, but the star power. Jimmy Butler is your star.
Go for the Sixers. Pick the Sixers.
I got the Sixers.
And?
I got the Sixers in 6. I also got them in 6.
Sixers in 6.
We're all going to Sixers.
Might as well, dude.
The other one, we got the Milwaukee Bucks against, for me and Caleb, the Boston Celtics, and for you, the Brooklyn Nets. What do you got, Nate?
Well, if it's the Nets, then I got Milwaukee in 5.
Wow.
I think, wow.
If it was the Nets, I'd say in 7, because that's a battle. But if it's Milwaukee against Boston, I'm going Milwaukee in 5.
Yeah, with no big man, how are they going to stop you?
No one can. Honestly, nobody in the NBA can stop Giannis.
I don't know. It'll be the Bucks
In
6.
Okay. Our Eastern Conference Final. We have the Bucks of Milwaukee against the Philadelphia 76ers. Oh, I'd love to say that. Definitely not going to happen, though, but we're going for it. What do you got, Nate?
Sixers have any big guys?
Joel Embiid.
How does he match up versus Giannis?
That's a battle.
They're a contrast to styles.
Honestly, I like Matisse Thybulle to guard against Giannis. I really do. I think he can guard up against Giannis pretty well. And if he gets into the paint, Joel can block.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. I'd like to see Sixers in 7.
I like it. Caleb?
I don't want to, since I already took the Suns, I don't want a Suns-Bucks matchup again in the finals. And I do think that they went all in for James Harden and everyone.
No way.
They got rid of Ben Simmons for a reason.
Yeah.
They brought in James Harden for a reason.
He's picking the Sixers.
And I got the Sixers.
Yes! In?
I got the Sixers in 7. It's going to be a battle. It really will be. But I think that the Sixers, they brought in James Harden for a reason.
You guys are really testing me now.
What are you going to say, Max, huh?
I'm looking player at player. Point guard. Who do the Bucks have at point guard? Drew Holiday? Give me Harden in that matchup.
Whoa, okay, you're going to take Harden.
Who do they have at center? Brooke Lopez? Embiid's better than Brooke Lopez. It's the middle 3 that are the big ones. Giannis is better. Chris Middleton's better. So it's whoever's at that 3 kind of area. Or 2. I think it's Covington or Connaughton for the Bucks.
Okay.
And I think the other one is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, or they'll have Grayson Allen play. It will either be Covington or
Sixers in 6 because I hate Grayson Allen. That's all I'm going to say.
That's bold.
So the finals, we got, me and Nate got the Golden State Warriors going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. And Caleb's got the Suns against the 76ers. Caleb, who do you got?
Give me the Suns.
In?
I got the Suns in 6. It's just too much. I think CP3's experience comes in.
You think he finally gets his ring?
I think he finally gets his ring. And I don't know. James Harden is going to have to, him and
play
Joel
defense?
Embiid, are going to have to put him in the back all the way. They're going to be gassed. They're going to have to go through long series.
Yeah.
Well, the Suns are going to be, okay, well, we just beat a team 4-0. We beat a team 4-1.
They're going to be lazy, almost.
You think so?
Well, if they're going to have a long break.
They'll be fresh.
Yeah, but they'll have a long break. It's not going to.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be kind of tired if they do make it, but I don't have them. We have the Warriors against the 76ers.
Yep.
Give Joel his first ring. I think. Wait, who would host? Who would host? Who gets the home court advantage? Because that's a big factor.
Well, if you look at it, Team LeBron won, so it's the West.
It's the West, so the Warriors would get advantage. I'm going Sixers in 7.
Whoa.
I'd love to see Harden go up against Curry. And I think Joel Embiid would boss the paint because Draymond Green he'll rack up fouls like quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Sixers in 7.
Wow.
Nate?
Yeah, see, this is tough because I kind of like both. Like, obviously, I kind of guided the 76ers here because I like Harden.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like Curry.
Yeah.
And I like when he can get going with Klay Thompson and
if they
Draymond
get
Green.
going,
Here's
it's
the thing.
over.
If I can watch an NBA final game, like if those two teams do get there, which is how I have it predicted.
That'd be such a fun finals.
And it starts to just rain down threes, I'm watching.
Oh, it'd be
I don't
great.
even care.
No, it would rain down threes.
It'd be so fun to watch.
So I'm there for it. I will go with you and say it's going to be a 7-game series.
But you're going the Warriors.
I think I'm going to have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think they've been there.
I like our predictions. Actually, I really do.
It's a very diversified thing here.
This is
All of these three are about to die, but that's fine. We'll just roll with the big one, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
To the outro, yeah.
I think
for sure.
this is, like we said, if the Warriors get going, if Klay Thompson and Steph Curry get going,
It's over.
I don't care. Nobody is going to beat
They'll
them.
beat the Suns, honestly. If those two get going, I think it's over.
Yeah.
And Jordan Poole off the bench. Put some respect on his name. That kid deserves to be a starter.
Yeah.
But he's not because he's on the Warriors. The one thing I'm nervous about is that we all pick the Sixers. I love the Sixers. They're my second favorite team now in the league, behind the Timberwolves. Little plug. But I don't know. I think that they can get out of that corner relatively easy. If Miami struggles, I think they can get out of there pretty easily. It's just going to be whoever they get. Is it Milwaukee? Is it Boston? Or is it the Nets? Because we all know it's not going to be the Bulls. No offense, Chicago.
No, the Bulls. No. Yeah. They got a very favorable matchup.
That'll be a battle.
The city of Philadelphia has done it before in the sport of football.
That's right.
So why can't they do it in
Philly
basketball
special.
now?
The Philly
I love
special's
Eagles.
coming.
Eagles, my
It's
team.
coming, bro. The Philly special's coming.
Gonna see
Basketball.
a hook and ladder in basketball.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We'll update our predictions next week more when the play-ins are fully done and the games actually start. We'll have a little.
Yeah, we need to maybe write this down.
Oh, I'll get it written down.
Okay, if you remember all of that, or as I go through and
There
edit
might
this,
be
I'll
a
write it
bracket
down.
like already made next week of like updated like which team leads which series too.
Well, right, that too. But if we get our votes down on it, that'll help too.
Oh, you mean like our prediction?
Oh yeah,
That's fine. We could all write
let's
them.
turn
It's
it
not gonna
into a
take that long.
competition.
Down.
All right.
Except a lot of us had the same, but that's okay.
Well,
That's fine.
yeah, these first few rounds won't be that, dude.
No.
Think about it. You drug this onto the dock as we were recording, and I'm sitting here looking at.
Bro, we
it's
picked
like
the Timberwolves.
Greek.
Bro, we picked the Timberwolves over the Grizzlies. Are we dumb?
I did not.
Yeah, shut up.
Hey, it's your new favorite team.
That's right. I'm backing them.
Hey,
I'll
but
wear a Towns jersey next week.
This is
Okay.
this
I
is
will.
this is the thing. Did we think St. Peter's was gonna beat Kentucky?
No.
No, but
Well,
they did. It
But
happened.
you and I said it.
We said it. He said no.
So the Timberwolves are winning.
Timberwolves are
And they're
winning.
in like the same spot on the bracket too.
And against the 2 seed,
Uh-huh.
they are the St. Peters of the
would,
NBA.
I
Just
would
watch it, Caleb.
absolutely not be shocked if they
I wouldn't either.
won the
And they had
series.
to get here through a playing game? Okay. I like that.
All right.
Boys, you think that was a good episode?
I love talking about the NBA,
That's
bro. I
cool,
think we could do
okay.
that. We could do this every week if I wanted to, but
It was
Yeah.
good.
yeah, I liked it.
Cool. I'm glad to. Yeah, we came in here with like absolutely no plan.
Made it up on the fly.
And Max threw
But
something in
none
the
of you-
dock.
None of you would have
First
known
time
that.
ever. First time I've ever thrown something in the dock.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, Max is going to copy and paste this image. Okay, let's see what happens. That's the end of episode number 9. We made it.
Wow.
I need to move my mic here so I can
We've
actually
broken
look
it.
at the camera.
We've broken my record.
We have broken the
Officially.
record. Yep.
Whenever this gets uploaded.
Saturday morning,
Hopefully it gets uploaded.
9:30. No, 9.
Turn on your notifications so you know every time we get uploaded.
Hey! Thank you guys for watching till the end. Again, if you're still here,
Oh,
we
that
appreciate you guys.
Took your line.
Yes.
Oh. Edit it out. Edit it out.
I'm not gonna mess with it. That's too much work.
Shucks.
If you like what we're doing, actually, so here's something I never thought of. We've been very college heavy. Like we did the Super Bowl show,
I was thinking about
then
that
we
during
turned a
this.
little college heavy, and now we started talking about the NBA. And I just think
Kind of fun.
there's a bit more diversity there. There's some bigger names, some more pop. Like people actually kind of.
Obviously, we're always going to bring up Nebraska because we're here.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of like how we just had a little bit about it. Obviously,
yeah.
we don't have a whole lot right now,
No.
but I like how we mainly talked to NBA this episode.
It's a different episode. We're gonna have to change. I have the title right now as "Does Nebraska Have Any Hope?" That's just a depressing title, so we're probably gonna change it to something NBA. You guys will.
Do the
reading
Timberwolves
it.
have any hope?
Do the Timberwolves have any hope? Oh, are the Timberwolves the St. Peters of?
That's a good title.
Of the NBA. So, but yeah, if you like what we're doing, comment, subscribe on YouTube. There's a place to put comments.
That's right.
Don't fill it with hate, but there's a place.
Only love.
Only love.
ELE. Everyone love everyone.
Okay. And if you're on Spotify, go ahead and turn on the notifications, follow the podcast there. Anchor's another great place where you can go and listen to the episode. That's anchor.fm. So that's on a web browser. So if you don't have if for some reason you're listening to this and you don't have a Spotify account or you don't have a YouTube account.
First of all, what is wrong with you?
Exactly.
Not really, though.
But
we love you.
There's Anchor. It's there. And yeah, make sure you stay in the loop. Follow social media. I think it's all at the Corn Boys Podcast.
At the Corn Boys Podcast on Twitter and Instagram.
Yep.
It's at Boys Corn, but sure.
Just look up the Corn Boys Podcast. You'll find it.
If you start searching the Corn Boys Podcast, you'll find it. And and with that, we'll be back here next Saturday with another episode of the Corn Boys Podcast. But yeah, for now, bye.
Later.
See ya.